to a Team 10 investigation. Investigators say a North County company promised a green and environmentally friendly way for people to invest their money. Instead, multiple people told Team 10 they got nothing and they lost thousands of their dollars, some their life savings. Our Team 10 investigator Melissa Messiha shows us the response she got from the former head of that company when she pressed him for answers.
These men live all over the world. Mark Baker in Arizona, Navy veteran Michael Tillman in Maryland, and Greg Robertson, who lives in Rome. They share their stories with me about this company, Pacific Teak, managed by Pacific Management Group, and this guy, Ronald Fleming from Oceanside. On Pacific Teak's website, he's still listed as PMG chairman and founder. Investors gave me this brochure from the company, which said the Pacific Teak Reforestation Project provides people the opportunity to build their financial future while saving the tropical rainforest. How much money did you invest?
The first time, $64,000.
And this is all from your retirement?
This was all from my 401k, yes ma'am.
I spoke to Mark during a visit to San Diego. He showed me paperwork confirming the first investment from 2010. In 2014, he invested another $150,000. Have you received any money?
No, ma'am.
He trusted Ron. After all, their moms were best friends and they grew up together. I'm holding purchase agreements for 6 people who say they invested anywhere from $17,000 to nearly $300,000. That investment made in trees, not like the ones you see here in San Diego, but teak trees in Costa Rica. Once the trees grew larger, the company said profits grew larger too. They would harvest and sell the timber, and investors would get return on their investment. The company claiming from seedlings to maturity, the tree's value could increase tenfold.
It was a green investment. You know, they were planting and they were redeveloping land that had been the victim of slash and burn techniques by the locals.
Greg Robertson met Ron by fate on a flight in the late 1990s.
That developed into a friendship.
He invested nearly $90,000 with Pacific Teak.
This was a very green project. It was long term. It was all positives.
Positive at first, but changed as time went on.
We got zero correspondence, no monthly letters or annual business account letters, no company account, nothing.
That brings me to Michael Tillman. He said he put in more than $17,000 in early 2009.
It's just the stress of trying to figure out where I'm going to recoup this money to send my daughter to school.
Michael said the company gave investors these teak forecasters, which showed how much the trees gained in value over the years.
So I'm looking at the low end, which is $54,000 on this, and I'm thinking still that'll cover maybe a semester or two.
He started to sense something was wrong a couple years ago when they stopped hearing from Ron. Michael got in contact with people like Mark and Greg. Their money nowhere to be found.
I'm already stressed out because for so long, I thought that it was taken care of.
I asked Ron for a phone or on-camera interview. He responded to a couple of my emails saying he resigned himself from the company in 2013 due to health reasons. Ron said someone else in Costa Rica took over. We attempted to reach out on the website, but haven't heard back. Ron also said Hurricane Otto in 2016 caused catastrophic damage to the project. I asked Ron if he retired, why didn't he tell anyone? Investors also said they were not told of any hurricane damage until after they questioned Ron for updates.
I was devastated. I never thought it was part of his character.
I also asked him about this. The California Department of Business Oversight cited Ron and Pacific Teak in 2016. It issued a desist and refrain order saying Pacific Teak and Pacific Management Group were never supposed to operate to begin with. The state said they were not issued a permit, and the company misrepresented the investors would receive substantial profits. It also alleged Pacific Teak was in violation of the corporate securities law. Ron never answered my follow-up questions. Instead, I heard from his lawyer. His attorney told me Mr. Fleming has done nothing unethical in connection with his association with Pacific Management, from which he resigned in 2013. He added to be very careful in what I publish in this matter. The investors still in shock over someone they thought was a friend.
He didn't care about us at all, just about himself.
He's messed up so many lives, so many lives.
Investors told me they reported Ron to the FBI. A spokesperson said they couldn't confirm or deny any investigation, but will take appropriate action if it's warranted. Melissa Messiha, Team 10.